Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. Thank you guys for watching. We do this for you. And I mentioned, I haven't talked to Alan about this yet, but I mentioned last week about doing, it's called an AMA session, an Ask Me Anything.
Oh, I
Um,
like that.
so there you go. Alan's on board. So we just have to figure out the time. Um, I made so if you guys don't know what I do or what Alan and I do is we have a Zoom meeting, which is this, which records the screen. I go and edit that sometimes before dinner, sometimes after dinner, and then post the resulting video. So I get to clean up all of our little mistakes or swear words or whatever you call it. Um, maybe we're at a point where we go live instead and we just do it on the fly. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of keep that in mind. I'm gonna share my screen because we got a couple things. Um, and before we get into earnings, because we are smack dab in the middle of earnings season, um, and I should put this back, but because right now this is looking at yesterday's option volume because UPS was a big reporter and it had a pretty huge drop this morning. They reported before the bell. But what I wanted to show everybody, because last week I was complaining about it. So let's start again. Um, so my favorite section, because right now it says you do not have any saved stocks. So basically, this is kind of what I came up with. And let's say that I want to favor Allegiant, American Airlines, and Apple. You can like just view your favorites. And let's say I decide I don't want American Airlines, I can just get rid of those. Um, I can go back and view all of the lists to pick more favorites. Um, but now I have two stocks, and I think it was Allegiant and Apple that I selected. So I
Eh,
can
I think
analyze.
we kind of goofed up here, Brian. I don't think you've sent me that one yet.
I haven't sent it. No, and
I
yeah,
like that. That seems like a lot cooler one than you had before because you could have put everything in for earnings this week.
exactly. Well, and this is the iOS version, so you're gonna have to convert to Apple. Um, so, um, so yeah, I'm this close to rolling this out to testers, and I just have like a few things that I want to update with it, a few things that don't work yet. Um, and like I said, we had quite a few earnings today, and let's try to get some of these smaller ones out there. Um, we had Google, we had Juniper, we had Microsoft, um,
Well, that's beautiful. Now we're
PacWest
getting
Bank.
somewhere.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Um,
And you can't do this on a Google phone.
maybe I can. Um,
I mean, maybe you can. You can do anything.
I can do anything.
Ask
Uh,
Matthew if you don't believe me.
right, exactly. You know what I'm gonna say is put it on the list. I will, yeah, I do. Like, when I first started developing this, I said, you know what, this version is going to be so much better than the Android version, and it's turning out to be. Um, I want to go look at PacWest because um, they're they are a regional bank, and if you guys aren't familiar, First Republic, and I'll show you those guys next. So PacWest is up 20%, um,
What?
which is crazy.
What's
F,
the PACW?
yeah, First Republic Bank had earnings, I think, this morning,
Oh,
and
it was a disaster. Yeah.
look at this haircut. So, and like I said, if you guys don't remember, I converted these guys onto our system. I think what's going to happen is that some other bank, some bigger bank, is going to go out and buy them. I think they are a valuable bank. Their deposits got cut by 40%. Um, so they're basically on life support. And I think what I might do is go to my boss and say, you know what? I want to take care of these guys regardless of what they do. Um, if let's say a bigger bank buys
Yep.
them,
Look at Pac West. It's 2 times the volume on calls.
and let's go look at that one.
1.6 million to 648,000.
Oh, you know what? This is still as of yesterday. Let me change something quickly. Um, Stock summary, because I want to get to today's bar date. See where this says date dot yesterday. Because like I said, we were looking at um, UPS, which was showing puts
2 times the
yesterday.
amount of puts.
Yeah, on the monthlies.
Yeah, that
So
was,
let's go look at PAC W. Um,
was that quick?
yeah, 6.8 to 2.7. And then, oh, look at that, going back to puts. Um, so, and this is one of my things on my list to do.
Oh,
Because if, so if,
why is it switching?
so if you notice, so these are the weekly options, and these are the monthly. I need to sort this so it puts them in order because it's continuing to total up volume. And as if the puts go greater, then it'll switch to puts. And if the call, so it's kind of on the fly and we can kind of see that. But so the weeklies 1.9 to 862. And on the call, so that's twice as many calls. This is 1.5 times the calls. Um, so it's kind of building this on the fly. So the weeklies did kind of lean toward calls. And I think that's what we're seeing with this 18. Let's go look at their
Yeah, let's bring
option.
up the option chain. Can you do
Yeah,
that?
let's go look at their option chain. So, and let me see if I can do this.
Very
Oh,
interesting.
there you go. For us old people that need glasses. So on the call side, and what are they up to? 17, I thought?
I thought they were at 12.
Oh, up to 12, 17%. So
Yeah.
12, 16. So that's right here. I mean, look at this, 5,000, 4,000, 4,000, 5,000. You know,
Now,
and
where should it run to tomorrow?
up within this 13 and a half, I think, because look at all these.
No, no, it's going to either run to 1350 or 14.
So these guys get paid. These may be
Yeah.
more on the
Because
lotto sides. These
no, well, I mean,
for a
look
quarter.
at the difference. I mean, if you're going to go ahead and jump in
Yeah.
between 1150 and 1350, I mean, those are priced pretty high. There's no freebie there. I
Yeah.
wouldn't have taken that trade. I actually would have taken the uh, just so people understand what I'm looking for. I would have got the 1150 calls. But even that's a 2 to 1 bet. You're probably not even going to get paid, but 500 bucks on that.
Yeah. So those are so the
You probably
final
would have paid $70.
so the last on these were 70. So that's 1220.
Yeah. And the reason I
1220.
would have got that, I want to make sure that there's somebody in back of me. The 12 calls are showing you where the biggest dollar amount is.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, definitely looking at this, you can kind of see that. And that's what we kind of saw with
How about
this as
Google?
well.
Let's talk
Um,
Google here.
so whoops. Goog. Let's go back. So Google and Microsoft both
Now,
are
my
up.
favorite is Fidelity. Everybody that doesn't know it, it's the easiest one you can do. bar none Fidelity. And the charts aren't as good as they used to be, but the on your phone it works pretty well.
It's the option chain where they do this, where they highlight the volumes. That's where Fidelity shines.
Yeah,
Because I don't know any other brokerage or
but you,
whatnot that
you
does
look at
this.
where's all your money at? 110.
Hmm. And where are they now? They are 108.80, up
Yeah, isn't that
4%.
crazy? Isn't that crazy how that works? I mean, like Alan, you got a crystal ball. You know, the yeah, I mean, when you go ahead and look at it, it's pretty obvious. Now you'd say, well, what about those 100 puts? The key thing is on when you take a trade like this, is you have to have three stools, three legs of a stool. You've got to have the deep in the pocket money, you've got to have the hammer, and you got to have your follow through. Your follow through is going to be 110. They're going to be pushing the hardest to get paid.
Hmm.
So you know it's going to go to 107. I mean, all you got to do is look at that chart. You know it's going 107 because that's the middle of those numbers. Now, can you? I mean, and right there, still you're not getting paid that much.
Right. Yeah, these are kind of expensive.
Yeah, and that's the reason I didn't take that trade. Um, I've been looking for a good trade. Yeah, you're always better off, trying to find something that's on the low side. Did you see where UPS is at?
So let's go back to UPS. 175. And
I have never seen UPS drop over $10. That's just fascinates me.
these are today's volume. So,
Well, if you
and
go
again,
$20 in, you should be at around $200. Can you go to the next screen?
the next week's.
No, no, no. You want to go to more strikes.
Oh, strikes. All.
Yeah,
Let me
see where it says 20 strikes? You want to go, yeah, do all strikes. You got it. So you're going to see those down below. But it's a telltale sign. A lot of people got out. You're 180. Wow. Yeah, keep going down. Interesting. So they all sold their positions.
all these in the money.
Yeah, you see, they sold everything.
Yeah. Hmm.
So tomorrow they're going to try to run it to 170, but I think they're going to be SOL. It'll
Yeah.
probably start maybe 172. They're probably going to get paid, and then it'll probably shoot back up.
Right. Yeah. Because 10%, like you said, UPS, that was a huge drop for them.
Yeah, that's
Um,
that's that's huge.
I think people are spooked. And UPS is one of the major shippers or, one of the major transportation companies that kind of, you know, indicate the economy. But the interesting thing that I ran across was Visa. Visa was up almost 2%. Um,
But it went down, 2%.
Visa. No, after market, or after hours, they're up.
Yeah, but I'm
Um,
saying that they went down 1.3%,
oh,
went up
during the day.
1.8. Yeah.
Let's see what they did today. Visa.
So you don't have this for purchase yet, right, Brian?
Nope, no. So like I said, when I have like small, I should look through my list and kind of consolidate it on what I would like it to do yet. Um,
I like how quick that is. Why is it so quick?
well, and I don't know if it's like if you look at a stock like, let's pick Tesla, oops, which has quite a bit of options, it's going to sit there and total them. and it's, like 959,000, 1.8 million. So it's like tallying and it's showing it's as it goes and accumulates all these different strikes, it's going to change from puts to calls, depending on where these numbers are. Um, so in Tesla, I don't know where Tesla's, last I saw was 162, 161, ooh, 160. Um, that's right about here. It needs to hold this gap. Otherwise, um, now let me see if I can get this advanced chart. Where's Chart Plus for Tesla? So this is let's go, no, let's go 6 month. Um, so Tesla's sitting at 160. And if I just put this cursor like around 160, notice this dip here and this gap right here. Um, so if we don't hold this, I'm afraid we're going to be kind of in the sub 140s. Um,
Well, what's it giving you for the moving average, the 20-day moving average?
let's see here. Save chart, moving average. Well, we're below it.
Is that the 20-day? Yeah. You got it
185,
at 3 months?
3 month,
Oh, that's way below. So
183.
yeah, so it should be going up to 182.
Yeah.
I get a kick. Some people get into these positions and they're like, hold them too long. And that it had a nice run up. But the thing is that it went above the 20-day SMA. You could see it. The
Yeah.
rule of thumb is that if it's above the 20-day SMA, you'll hold. If it's below, you sell. So there's not a lot of demand for Tesla stock right now. It's a
Yeah.
nice short. How about CMG,
Oh, CMG.
Chipotle?
Chipotle. Up 7% after hours. Did they report?
Yeah.
1917. Um, let's go. They're pretty high actually. So where do I have to go to get 1900?
Well, where's the 20-day SMA at 3 months?
Moving average. 1517. So wow, they're
Yeah.
up.
See, this is the chart you want to see going into earnings. You've got it's above the 20-day SMA. The momentum is a 75% chance it's going to go up because it's going to go ahead and because it's above there, it should go up. Yeah, see what CMG did.
Well, and I was going to say, so 19, so it's 500 points above its, so what that's 25% above its
Well, I mean, if I'm going to
SMA.
play it tomorrow, which I don't know if I will, I would flirt with the idea of going puts.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I think it's going to retrace. Because 1900 is quite up there.
It likes to get shorted. Look at those reds there.
Yeah,
So you do have some calls, but that's still not finished yet.
right. Yeah. Look at that. So it flipped the puts. So on the weeklies, 5.6 to 9.7 on the put
This
side.
could tell you, we'd have to look at the option chain because this is kind of telling you right now that this is a short squeeze. That's why it got pushed up so high.
Hmm. Is this, I thought this, let me expand this to strikes all. One. Yeah, look at all those in the money puts right there. Um, You do
Now
have
say
some
there they are down there.
1950, and that's kind of where it's at, 1970 or 19, what
I
was it?
have never in my life seen a stock. I mean, I'd have to go back and into my memory banks, but when the stock moves that much, you always see it in the calls and puts. It's the way it is.
Yeah, because that's
I
what,
mean, because you see it right there where it's supposed to go. Now,
7%.
what you had is that they've been hiding. So these guys, it doesn't look like they had a lot of purchases today.
Yeah, 600 at 330. And there's nothing, well,
Now bring up
949.
that puts there. I wanted to say one thing about that, Brian. Now you notice on here, it's almost 1 to 1.
2 to 3,
If you remember the
709.
rules that came up with earnings, that's a no trade. So you can trade it, but how you want to trade it is that if you think it's going to go short, I'll do like 2 puts short and 1 put long. Or if I think it's going to be long, I'll do two call options and one
Two,
put.
two calls and
Now,
one put.
on this one, you would have had to get in. Oh, geez, you probably had. It looks like the only one that was a good buy was 1950.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to go
Well,
by is that look at the spread. The spread's pretty tight on that 330 to 550.
I mean, even that's still out of the money. It's still not quite, we're 1917. It's still not paying off.
No,
Um,
I know, but what I was trying to say is that
oh
if you
yeah,
go to
look,
the well,
look,
actually, the 1920 is not too bad. See, to me, I mean, look at the spreads are just too strong. I mean, $910 to 1,200. You would have
yeah,
had to like get in at like 18, let's say 1850.
18,
Yeah. See, something like that.
1823,
Yeah.
$5 spread. Hmm.
I mean, $2,000 on a coin flip. It was 1 to 1. I mean, geez.
Right,
Have I
exactly.
done it? Yes. But you won't catch me do that anymore. And the reason is that you're better off. You're always better off to go ahead and play it afterwards.
Right, exactly. Yeah, there's nothing that say you can't play it afterwards. I mean, let it do
Yeah.
its thing in
So
earnings, and
on
then
this particular one, I'd have my foot or my hand on the on my on the button here, and that I would wait for any evidence for it to start to go down. And so take the little mouse here, and then I just kind of watch it because I'll give it 945 at the max. That what's going to happen? You're going to have profit taken, so it's going to cause it to go down.
right. Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, if you go look at this chart, I mean, it's been, you know, is this the 6 months? 6 months. It hasn't been up to 1900, and
Yeah,
let's
but see,
see,
now there's another rule here. Just because we're on another rule, go to 2 years.
2 year.
Yeah, see, you got some resistance coming up over there.
Well, and let me see if I can get this straight. 19. So here's where it's sitting right now, um, approximately. So yeah, I mean, you have these here. Um,
And
this is
so, how you would play this is you would set your 5 minute top and bottom right on those two right there. You go to that right there. The one that the it's the red one.
this one,
Yep, yep. You'd set your 5 minute bar right there. If it goes
1912.
above that, you're in. You go long. Goes below it, you go short. My feeling is it's probably going to go ahead and it may go up above it, but it's gonna go down.
Yeah.
Now, the key thing is one thing is to have a feeling. Another thing is to go ahead and play what you see. So I'll have you know, like a feeling like I played Cleveland Cliffs um, because I thought um, Cleveland Cliffs would beat. Well, they did beat. Well, that
Yeah.
doesn't matter on Wall Street. So the but I played a really small, really small thing, and I didn't play Cleveland Cliffs. I played yeah, U.S. Steel.
Yeah. Yeah. Because in sympathy. And they had a rough day as well too. I was watching them today, down 4%, and that's big for US Steel.
Well, it's a pretty low. It's pretty low for Cleveland Cliffs, anyways. Well, them and U.S. Steel.
Yeah.
They've been on a tear. I mean, Cleveland Cliffs likes to be at 30. You can see it right there. I mean,
20.
2250 right there.
Yeah. Even up
I
in the
mean, it
18s.
don't want to be down there. So, I mean, I did purchase some to go back up. Let's see what happens. Again, when you do this stuff, it's small. You want to go small. If you're paying more than $3 a share, forget it. You don't want it. I mean, max $4. Spend $200 for 50 contracts. I mean, you still got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah. Still early in the week. Yeah.
I mean, look at what happened to State Street. State Street dropped 15%, and then it was the biggest rally in stock afterwards.
Hmm. Yeah.
But again, I think I'm in it. Yeah, I'm at the 1650 calls.
Hmm.
Yeah, it might
Yeah.
be it's 16. Yeah. Um, I think yeah, I'm the one that's got the three right there. You see it, you go to the left. Yeah,
Oh,
right
in at
there.
3.
Yeah. The it, to me, it should bounce, you know. If I mean for Cleveland and the Cliffs to go back up to $16 tomorrow, you know, if they pay me 50 cents, I might cash out for 2,500, you
Hmm.
know. But even those are pretty even amounts. You don't even have a 2-to-1 advantage.
Right. Yeah. 3 to 4
Yeah.
on the
It
weeklies.
might it might start down tomorrow. I'm not sure. Um, yeah.
Hmm. Cool.
Should have a good day tomorrow. Google is up, Microsoft is up. That should push the markets up
And then
tomorrow.
Visa's up. So
Um,
yeah.
Navis is up. Not sure what 3M's going to do.
Yeah, I read something about 3M and their cost cutting. Their problem is they were the ones with the COVID masks. Um, they're the ones with the consumer staples. So they do have and I read that they were I think they're down 12% for the year, and they're the leading laggard of the Dow. Um, so yeah, they'll be interesting. So yeah, Visa's up 2% almost. Um, Triple M's bouncing a little. Um, but yeah, they've kind of been fighting some headwinds lately. Anyway, I think that's about it for today.
All right,
Um,
Brian, keep going on that app. You're on to
yeah,
something.
I like I said, I'm excited. I think I got past my favorites idea, or like an idea of how to make favorites
Now we
look.
just gotta go ahead and make the Google version.
Right, exactly. Yeah, we got to incorporate these into Google. So yeah, or into the Android version to get back. So um, I maybe, and I don't want to put a deadline on it, but I'm maybe a week or so out from beta testing this, and
Oh,
then
good.
I'm probably about 3 to 4 weeks to rolling it out in production, meaning like, you know, getting the subscription like the other apps. So, um, so yeah, I'll try to stick to that. So yeah, um, hopefully you guys are having a good week. My Bucks, which I'm still supporting, are not. Um, so they're back here in Milwaukee tomorrow. So it should, they're at a make or break, need to win. Um, and I have some confidence that they're going to pull it out. Um, Aaron Rodgers is now a Jets. Um, so good for him to go. Finally get past that soap opera drama. Um, so yeah, um, all's well that ends well. So hopefully you guys are doing well, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye,
All
everyone.
right, we'll see ya.